The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the ball is intercepted. After making the interception, he took it all the way back and sets up his offense at the 17-yard line.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Warren. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Caught over the middle, it's Moore. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it. That was a great call, first down.
And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Small game, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
The pitch to the left. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Timeout. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get the end zone.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times...
Yeah, I do. Well,
hit the open guy and let him do the rest.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Fighting.
Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop in the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Right back to him on the ground. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Finding rocks thrown in one.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Okay.
Motion from the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for it all. And the pass hits. Picked off. Continues to fight for yards. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Buys a little extra time. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Nice move there. And they knock him down, but he got past the line of gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Biggest secret in the entire world. You probably noticed many WWE matches. There's often bloodshed. That blood makes the match look brutally realistic. Behind it lies a big secret. The incident happened back in 2009 during the Hell in a Cell match. John Cena and Randy Orton. The match was full of excitement. At one point, Orton did a neckbreaker move, and right then a small blade accidentally fell out from Cena's armband. That was clear. Yes, the whole thing was seen live on TV. The referee quickly picked up the blade with sleight of hand, acting nothing had happened. But here's the real problem. Mistake, WWE had to change their entire plan. Rest of the match, no blood.
Against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Dances away. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open.
Can we get one women?
Greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next day.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's right on target. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks. Rally and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Extra.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is
by
really
the
an
way,
opportunity, David, maybe to swing
it's
the
me.
momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time
You
to
just
be
don't-
concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now at the end.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Oh, man. Quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Looking to throw, it's Gabriel.
What's the problem?
Throws to the wideout. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off going into double coverage.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash.
What happens if you jump
That
just before hitting
is no good. And after the miss, they're still
PA3
down by a field goal.
out of the car?
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return,
Dash out of a moving
they're
car.
going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
Breaks. Again, no one is level. Nice.
Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half.
What do you think will happen in GTA Tour,
Get off.
Mr. Dodd?
And he's going to bring it out.
Mr. Dodd, you're
Pulled down at the
He didn't even
18,
know.
and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Franklin jumps off. Finds a car hitting him. What happens if you jump off a moving car?
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Embarrassing.
Makes the catch. It's Edwards. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game
1
there.
hour, ignore,
Now,
25 years,
completion
legal
sets them
life,
up on
50
2nd
years,
down.
it's a part of 1 passion share in
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake.
Wrong.
Starts to collapse. Hit hard as he releases
Let's
the ball.
go.
First down pass.
Hey, kick the
Never
leg.
had a chance.
Let's
Another
go.
completion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on
It's the
both sides.
world.
Feeling some heat.
of
Finds his
the
target down the middle. Not a whole lot of room there on that
Ooh.
screen pass. It just never developed. Not a whole lot of yards gained on that one, but using the fullback as a weapon in the pass game can pay dividends.
Yeah, oftentimes we see fullbacks just kind of shoving their face into the fan. They're getting blocks. They're inside the tackles. This time they try to sneak him out, see if they can catch the defense slipping. It's a nice change-up play by the offense.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Ready for me to do that?
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Unloads to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground.
This is how trendy people eat soft ice cream now. Very durable. The one in like this house, but appears at house. And it only appears just after Trevor arrives. Trevor itself enters, which gives Floyd time to claim. Of course, after Floyd dies, his house isn't accessible, even if the ball is actually in there. Even if you find yourself at one of the game that the ball will appear, it will simply vanish from existence the second you try to push it out the door.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. The field goal is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
That keeps the score. Michigan 10, Oregon 7.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 10, Oregon 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To throw, it's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw. All right, fourth quarter now, you're trailing, and the sense of urgency has to go up for everybody right now. Quarterback and wide receiver, you're going to have to hit some of these throws, David, to get back in this game.
Yeah, and when you
It
got
wasn't
the lead on the
it
other side of the
wasn't
defense, just I'm playing tight coverage, making them
Let
earn
me
it.
see,
I want that
guys.
clock to tick. And that was a really good play by the offense. Pretty good coverage by the defense, but I got to make them earn it all the way down the field.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Stop. Hold it. Oh my.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. They're trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Fourth down, gotta have it here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win. And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
This is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability. Obviously, we've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, absolutely not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Back to throw. It's Gabriel. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
That one fell incomplete.
That's
They know
surprising.
they're only one big completion away here from getting that field goal they need so bad. They have time to get a first down, clock it, or use the sideline to stop the clock and put them in position to win this game.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Fires left.
After a lot of that,
He's got him, and they convert. And they reacted
I guess
well
when
to
you
the
open-
completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Now 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a
did you know there's a
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of
all
momentum.
downtown cap?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up
That's
through the
interesting.
air. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense
That's
slammed
it,
the
and boom.
brakes on it, and that's going to do it. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicates